Namaskar. Welcome you all in this educational video from National Institute of Open School. This is English subject lesson number 13 and the subject code is 202. We are doing the lesson number 13, video part 3. When the old man opened his eyes, he found himself on the cot in his own bedroom, covered by a light cotton blanket, and from the workshop, the chipping around of the chisel reached his ears. He listened, and had he heard correctly? He could hear it again, a strong blow of the hammer on the top of a chisel. Gopal, he was back. He just thought, and he was surprised that Gopal had returned. He should help him because he came back and started doing the work on the sculpture. So the old man thought he along with his son would finish the statue together, and he was weak, so weakly he walked towards the door. There he thought Gopal. He was about to say, he saw the person was not looking like Gopal, but the words froze on his lips. He thought no, he wanted to cry out, stop the work, but he couldn't move and stood staring at the young stone carver, working at the face of the statue. The old man saw that it wasn't his own son Gopal, but he was looking different from the back. He was about to say, stop the work, but he was quiet. He was Salim, his own servant. The old man watched stunned, unable to speak. Anger gave way to the feeling of admiration. Hai Ram, the old man whispered. And finally, the old man, when the weakness had left him, he walked over to the boy, put his hand on his shoulder. Salim, the boy stared. He turned, looked up at his master. Upon keeping the hand on his shoulder, Salim replied, I only want to help, whispered the boy. I will learn if you teach me, Master Ji. I have been practicing secretly for almost 2 years in the quarry. I know I should not have done this, but isn't this different, Master Ji? This is sculpture, isn't it? The old man, on hearing all this, he pulled the boy's head against his shoulder and whispered, there is nothing I can teach you, my son. Go ahead. You have it in your heart. I know you will be one of the best stonemason India will ever have. The old man said to Salim. And the last line is the name of the writer, Sigrun Srivastava. This story is written by him. Till now we have covered the story. Now there is some information. Do you know our government is making every possible effort to promote and encourage artisans to innovate and achieve excellence in their work. So, government wants to promote all such manual work for the promotion of our culture and heritage. There are different kinds of artwork, different works on the cloth, because all these are our culture. And all the handicrafts board and the NGOs, they organize different exhibitions and craft bazaars and melas in the big cities to provide market for the sale of the products made by all these artisans. These markets are mainly in the big cities because there these items can be sold. These are some of the initiatives taken by our government, we all must be aware, for the promotion of all these handicrafts work. All these items which are made by our artisans of different states of India can be sold here. So, these are the names which you can see on the screen. And all the natural materials such as coconut shells, you all must have seen the coconut shells. After taking out the coconut, that waste materials can be used for making different things, different items from that shells. Beautiful materials are made, like paper and fibers are made available to the artisans by these government bodies, and also prestigious awards such as national awards are also bestowed upon the distinguished artisans for their quality work. Government wants to promote all these cultural work for promotion of all our artisans and cultural work. Because our government wants all these culture to be in our life. Thank you. Namaskar.